Y'all, I decided to do a whatever comes out reading, and this is just where whatever storyline, whatever message comes out, it may be for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for someone else. And yeah, let's get into it. I just shuffled a deck and we have the Ace of Wands. This is talking about a new beginning, a new passion ignited, more energy being generated or renewed when it comes to endeavors, passionate endeavors, creative endeavors, just new beginnings, new journeys that you embark on physically, right? So I'm very curious to know why this is being mentioned. Some of you could be embarking on a new creative journey. Maybe you guys are doing something different than you have before. Maybe there's like a, okay, Six of Coins, Hierophant. Yeah, like maybe there's a new beginning to start a new contract. I'm seeing finances. Maybe you guys are starting a new job. Maybe you guys are, yeah, Ace of Swords. Some of you are starting a new job. Some of you will be receiving a good amount of money for the work that you do, right? If you've been experiencing any slowdowns when it comes to finances, I can see that picking up. And I definitely think that you should read your contracts carefully to see if it is for you, right? Make sure you're reading the fine print. With the Ace of Swords, you want to be aware of everything that's going on with your contracts, yeah, lovers, before you make a decision to move forward. Although, okay, I see. Don't be stuck in your head when it comes to this decision either. Because at the end of the day, you know, if you need finances, if you need to move a certain way to make sure you're in good financial standing and good health, you move that way, but make sure it's on your terms, right? So I'm very curious to know what this Hierophant and Six of Coins embodies. The King of Staffs. This is interesting. It wanted to come out in reverse because it did bounce off of me. Look, the Emperor is at the bottom too. Some of you could be a bit, I wouldn't say nervous, but it's like you want to make sure that you're able to still pursue your passions while working contracted work or dealing with this new job. You want to know if like it's going to be, let's see, yeah, if it's going to be worth it or not to take on this role, because maybe probably in the past you've dealt with certain instances where like you did have this emperor role, or look, I see the Queen of Pentacles here too. Maybe, yeah, you did have this position where you were, you know, you took on a role for some good money, but the supervisor wasn't like respecting you, or the connection that you had with the previous owner or whatever it may be, it just didn't work out for you guys. And maybe that kind of left a bad taste in your mouth. Maybe that's why the King of Staffs wanted to come out in reverse. Tell me about this King of Staffs. Nine of Cups. Yeah, because it's like, whoever this message is for, you're someone who really, you enjoy what you do. You enjoy your work. And you don't like not going after your dreams. You don't like not chasing after your goals, right? You're very ambitious. You love deeply. You love setting goals. You love doing things for yourself, doing things that are gonna like uplift your business, uplift everything that you have going on when it comes to your career. Throat chakra. Ace of Swords still. I think it's really important to speak clearly when it comes to what you expect, when it comes to work and contracts. Like, speak clearly what it is that you are needing. Yeah, Five of Swords. Don't allow anyone to even take from you either, and don't allow any mental games or any kind of energy that's manipulative to interfere when it comes to your money. Know that you're going to be good, but you also have to speak up and speak clearly that you won't be dealing with anything that is less than harmonious, less than the synergetic level that you've been seeking and that you've been working towards. Like, look, like you're not trying to go towards any heartbreak. You're trying to move past that. You know, with the Three of Swords here and Seven of Staffs, it's like you're protecting yourself from disappointment. Okay, so tell me about this contract. What's going on with this contract? Can we like go over what this contract is? How is this going to help out? Ooh, this is way too many. Oh my goodness. Two of Coins, Three of Staffs, High Priestess, Strength, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's gonna be a great one. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom, but let's get, how is this contract gonna affect my superstars. Eight of Swords. How's this contract gonna help? Eight of Swords. Ooh, this one came out. You don't see something coming in, but Queen of Cups. I want to point this out. So Five of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Tower, right? This could be like maybe you were in your head about where money is going to come from, where contracts, where more work is going to come from, right? You know, times can be a bit difficult, and I completely understand that. I sympathize with that. Look, I can relate to that, right? We live in an economy that is kind of, it's unpredictable at this point, but it's really important that we keep moving forward towards our goals and, you know, keep looking for our clients, keep searching for our demographics, right? But with this energy of being afraid that something is going to fall through, it's kind of like Queen of Cups. You start to emotionally stabilize and recognize, you know what, I still have to take care of myself. And I want to point out this bird, this blue bird that comes with great news, right? And it's sitting on her cup and it's saying, hey, look, you know, I got some great news for you. I know that you've had your coins here, but I'm coming to add more to your collection. Yeah, y'all, yous were definitely in your head about it. It's probably, I can see this being like being in your head about like previous environments that you've worked in, previous people you've dealt with. I could even see this as, because I don't want to say, hold on, wait, let me see the King of Staffs with the King of Staffs with the Queen of Cups. Let me see that real quick because I'm curious about their nature. Knight of Cups. Yeah, I could even see like you have potential suitors coming in too. I could be talking to a feminine energy, or I could just be talking to a masculine energy. Flip the roles as it may, but it's kind of like, you know, you've been working really hard on what it is that you admire the most, and that's how video stopped at 7:05. You've been working on the things that you admire the most, and that's your business, that's your health, that's your well-being. And you know, I think when it comes to this Knight of Cups coming in, it's kind of like, as far as work goes, you're gonna hear great news. You're gonna hear about, star, you're gonna hear about a position or demographics or opportunities that really are seeking you out. And when it comes to connectivity, love, can I get this tower real quick? Can I get this tower? The Wheel of Fortune right here. Yeah, it's a new cycle. You don't even know. No, I take that back. First off, the Four of Wands, it's peeking out here. And then we have the Queen of Swords. You do know. It's just, I don't think you've been you've anticipated it, but I don't think you've been like completely grasping how, look at the Nine of Coins, one thing to stick out. Like I don't think you completely grasp how abundant you are. You probably feel like all the work that you put in, you didn't get no fruits of any type of labor that you put in. Like, I feel like, and even trying to speak this, I feel like I'm speaking in a paradigm, right? I feel like I'm giving you the message, but it feels a bit coded, right? It feels like we can't get too deep into it because some things people shouldn't know about, right? Some things, like, there's certain details that have to be kept. But it's like, I don't think you're seeing that there's a whole cycle that has closed out and a new cycle that has opened up for you, new doors. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune with this Knight of Cups. What is this Wheel of Fortune, please? That is a lot. Oh my goodness. First off, you got people fighting in the background regarding your contracts coming in, a lover's connection coming in. I'm not going to take all three because, look, the Empress is at the bottom. Ooh, we see the Emperor and the Empress was here. Look, Nine of Swords. I'll take it. Tell me about this Nine of Swords. Who's in this Nine of Swords energy? Four of Cups. Yeah, there's some people that are a bit salty. Eight of Cups. Who are these salty people? Why are they on my table right now? Why are they coming out messing with this Queen of Staffs? Because you're attractive, you're shining, you're confident, you're outgoing. You don't mind taking the leap of faith on yourself. You don't mind this. This isn't scary to you. This is a new beginning. You're like, well, if it has to end it, you know, I'm cool with going towards what I need to go towards. I'm cool with fighting for my right to live. And that's an Ace of Swords, guys. Honestly, let me see what's at the bottom of this Akashic record. Take charge. That's at the bottom. Take charge. Be the leader you know you're meant to be. Keep stepping up and protect yourself. You are protected, by the way. Wow.